So we're starting week 3. This is day 1 of week 3. So as a reminder, if you have not emailed your day 15 results, please send me an email, copy your small group with that so everybody's on the same page, and answer the questions that I've got on there. So there's a main question. You answer either yes or no. Yes is 100%, and answer the bullet points on the yes. If it's a no, that means it wasn't 100%. Answer the bullets to that. So that's part of the mindset coaching, is identifying where do I follow a structured program or where do I deviate from the structured program. So the analogy that I've had is I'm in Ohio and I want to go to Miami Beach and I'm on the interstate. And that's following the program, that's following the plan. When I get off the interstate, that's equivalent to, so I get my GPS and it'll take me 24 hours, making that up, 24 hours from here to Miami. That could be real. And then I hop off the interstate and I'm taking a country road that's next to the interstate. It's like, well, I'm kind of following the plan. Would I be able to go 70 to 80 miles per hour going on a country road? No way. So this is where we're not seeing the same results when we're close to the plan, but we're really not on the plan. Or even better, the analogy is like I'm on the interstate from Columbus going down to Miami, and I stop in Nashville and I go to this museum and that museum, but I'm close to the interstate. And it's like, well, I really wasn't that far off. Well, I just spent 10 hours going to museums. So now my timing is way off because I am no longer 10 hours closer to my destination or goal. So I may be close to plan, but I'm not on the plan. And if we're doing that with conscious mind, awesome. I chose my destination to be Nashville. I stay there for a little bit. Now I choose to go to Atlanta or Tallahassee or continue to go to South Beach, Miami. So that's my analogy on I'm in point A. I want to go to point B. What's my GPS say? What's my fastest way there? If you choose to hop off, awesome. If you hop off and we're creating justification as to, well, sort of on there, but I just don't understand why I'm not seeing the same results, or I don't understand why I've gained back, then that's us putting on a mask and not truly identifying and accepting our conscious thoughts. Again, if we choose it, we're choosing it. It's not a subconscious or victim mentality role. So we've got a few individuals on here. The rest like to watch it on Zoom. Thank you for watching it on Zoom. Barriers. So I'm going to go round robin with me. What barriers did we identify these last couple of days that we were conscious of? They could have been here the entire time, but we're like, man, I really noticed that this is coming up for me. Amy, let's start with you.
Start with me? I think my biggest one is I obviously have 2 little kids and a husband here. So it's not just me eating out of my fridge. So I can't just clean out all the unhealthy foods and the stuff that I need to only have the stuff that I'm eating. Obviously I have to feed. They all have different needs. So I think that one is a hard one for me to overcome.
Real quick. I'm going to interrupt you real quick. And you guys watch where I go with this. Could you physically grab everything from your house and put it in a garbage bag?
Could I? No.
Could you physically grab it and put it in a garbage bag?
Everything?
Your food.
Oh, my food? Yes, I could.
So what we're choosing to do is the choice of word is can't versus I choose not to. Because the reality is I have the ability to do that, but I choose not to because, and then whatever comes behind that. I choose not to because I don't want to have a conflict with my children or my husband, or I choose not to have them follow the same plan as me. So I want us to be very cognitive of the semantics that we choose, because that will allow, once again, I'm in victim to somebody else, or I choose to have different categories, and it's not as easily to execute as I anticipated it because I am choosing to do different plans. That's all I want to say with that. And
No,
I'll,
that makes sense.
please.
No, that makes sense. It just, I find myself stopping myself from like opening a bag of their chips and just like grabbing one. And I'm like, why am I grabbing this? I'm just opening the bag for him. Like just those mindless, like, oh, I made mac and cheese. Oh, I'm not going to taste that. Like, it'll be fine. I made it 1,000 times. It tastes the same every time. So I'm getting better though. I mean, this has made me like realize how often I was doing that.
Awesome. So what I'm hearing you say is you were able to identify that you've got mindless eating.
Yeah.
So my invitation with that is, let's say this salt rock is my mindless eating. I do this because it's physically there. So my invitation is, this is my cabbage bowl, but place something there that's going to be supportive to you getting to your Miami Beach, whatever your destination is. Knowing that my ritual, my habit is this. Cool. I'm not asking you to physiologically stop that. What I'm inviting you to is switch whatever you're mindlessly eating to where you're mindlessly adding life into your body.
So I actually did that today. We did we got a big everybody likes watermelon. So whenever I cut up a watermelon, it was like an hour before dinner. So I just left it on the counter and I found myself like picking out of that instead of, I don't know, I made the kids tacos and then made my salad. And so instead of picking at their taco stuff, I found myself picking at the watermelon, which did help. So I'll try to do that even more often. Maybe leave a bowl of almonds or something out. That's a good idea.
Yeah, just
all the time.
That your physiology, your psychology, your ritual is mindless eating. So place yourself in a certain area to win. To stop mindless eating will have a higher level of setback versus switching your mindless eating.
Yeah, I like that.
Good awareness.
And I do it when I cook, and unfortunately, I feel like I cook 24/7 right now. That's all I do. I'm just in the kitchen cooking all day long. So
you get good at it. Awesome. Shane, Deb, you guys are up. Barriers that you
go first.
Last couple.
Good. I didn't really have any problems this week.
Come on, girl. Okay, if you did have a barrier, what would it be?
That it's summer and I want to go have some drinks with my friends.
Have you hung out with your friends?
Yes. Saturday night, everybody was drinking and but me.
What did you do in place of that?
Drink my water.
Okay. If that is not enough to content you, is there a way that you could be creative to where you're following a ritual or a pattern that you've had over however many years, yet it's not keeping you from getting to your mind?
I don't know. I could probably take some kind of a juice or something, but no, I would rather, it was my choice. I could have had a drink if I wanted a drink. It's just that during the summer, I feel confined a bit more because, we get out and sit around a fire and have some drinks and talk and stuff. And I was the only one not. And by the time I left, I was ready to go.
Got it. All right. So I'm going to paint this scenario. If you invite, and I'm going to call her out because I have a feeling she lives like I do. If you were to invite Jackie and me to go around the fire with you, do you believe that we would have an alcoholic drink or that we just have water?
I don't know. I wouldn't care either way.
There you go. So get to, with me, I'm a water guy. I'm not saying I'm never going to have an alcoholic drink, but it's probably once a year. No, for no other reason than it's just never been part of my ritual. And you get to exactly what you did. You get to rewrite the script of your ritual. So that's awesome. So as you said, no major barriers in the last couple of days.
No, for the cabbage last week, I swapped it with another salad for the fasting days. So that was the only thing I did switch. So I feel like I followed the plan because I didn't I didn't eat the cabbage, but I followed one. I had one from the original 28-day we did that
Awesome. Shane, you're up, dude.
I gotta get my dog out of her.
I drank my barrier.
What's that mean?
I had a drink or two or three. Who counts?
6.
I didn't okay, so your barrier was drinking alcohol.
And I just decided that night that it was
He was
the
gonna-
first night that I've had anything to drink since we started, and I just decided, I'm going to have a drink.
And he's gonna celebrate being 50 with friends.
I didn't get to celebrate my birthday. I didn't get to celebrate Memorial Day, and it's not like I'm slamming them down every night. No, that's not happening. It was just the first night, and I decided to have a couple.
How many nights did you have a couple?
Just that night,
Okay, what day?
Saturday night.
Saturday night. Nothing on Sunday and nothing yet today?
No.
So Deb realized that in his mind he has a script that says to celebrate, alcohol gets to be involved. That's a script, so just be aware of that one. That's a cognitive choice. I wouldn't say that's a barrier. Now, if you're committed on I'm following the program, there's no room for alcohol. If there's room for alcohol, you're following the program. If there isn't, and you're like, F the program, the barrier is following a structure. Not necessarily even drinking the alcohol, but the barrier is being compliant to a structure. So that would be somebody that Lori's teenage kid that throws a fit, and I don't want to do it because I don't like being told what to do, so I'm going to be defiant to you. That kind of a deal. If that's not the case, you made a cognitive choice, and you're going with it. So you guys were easy today. All right, Lori, what barriers did you identify the last couple of days?
Oh, I don't have the time or energy or desire to eat. So like today I've had, by forcing, 511 calories. And that's me like forcing myself to sit down and eat.
What's that look like? Give me a little bit more information.
So what brought me up to that was being able to start off the morning with a shake, like a protein shake with the lean. And then, actually I'll pull it up right now. And then I came home and I had about 3 bites of the ground beef. It was 1 ounce, and then an avocado and some mixed veggies. And that was 200 calories together.
Is the barrier that you're throwing a fit to follow a program, or the barrier is
Schedule.
okay?
So like today, I started my first client at 5 a.m. I came in late to you because I just said goodbye to my last one nonstop. And I'm not going to eat in front of my clients because, well, that's just mean. Go ahead, do your set. And then, and I don't have breaks in between. When I say they're back to back, literally back to back. So I was able to eat the ground beef and the avocado at 3:30. And that's because as I'm waiting for my client to show up, they happen to just be running just enough late for me to like throw it in my mouth. And that's Monday through Thursday. So shakes, I could do a shake every day. Like I could live on liquid because I can drink it while I'm with the person.
So I'm gonna say it this way on purpose, and then we'll go back to that. So the barrier is you loving yourself, allowing to accept love from yourself. It's something that fitness professionals tell their clients. You're a mom, you're busy, you take care of your kid, your husband, work. But when do you have time for you? When do you take care of you? You've never
Friday through Sunday.
You've never told any of your clients that before.
I know, I'm joking.
Coaches, we have coaches. So in those days, definitely the invitation is the drink. Because do you feel confident doing this?
I don't mind doing that because whether I'm drinking water, coffee, or a shake, that's different. But
I am with you. I don't chew when I'm with clients, but I will.
No.
I'm walking that path with you, and we get to lean on each other. And that's my invitation. On the days that you have back-to-back, set up multiple shakes, and you're like, you know what? I'm having liquid, and then when I'm done, I'm gonna eat the junk out of something that I can chew.
Mhm.
So this will keep you from having the roller coaster of building muscle, eating away muscle, building muscle, eating away muscle, and stepping into frustration because you're giving, and not receiving any for you.
Mhm.
So that's a good one to acknowledge. And a lot of us don't, and we justify it. Well, I can't because, I don't because. So huge awareness. Kudos. Thank you for sharing. Miss Jackie. No. Tammy, you're up. Jackie likes being last, so she's getting the cleanup. Tammy, you're up. You got to unmute first. You're still getting unmute, Tammy. I can't unmute for you. There you go.
Okay. Well, I kind of went off on a ramp off the interstate last week for a couple of days. I actually had the good old flu. And so just kind of ate whatever tasted good and stayed down. But then it was like, okay, I'm off the plan. I headed to Nashville then. And so it took me till yesterday then to start getting back on track. It's like, okay, I need to make my salad. I need to get back with it and everything.
What day did you notice that you got off the interstate?
Wednesday night was when I started not feeling well.
At day 10?
And so Thursday and Friday was when I was sick.
Okay.
And wasn't eating a whole lot. And like about the only thing that tasted good was like noodles with some chicken broth.
Yeah, we go back to broth. So the barrier is following a structure when I don't feel good. Doing something different today than I have in the past when I don't feel good. So remembering, and this is part of the biohacking and where the supplements come in huge, is whenever there's stress on me, whether it's emotional or physical, my neural responses want to go back to what pathway has been used the most. And if my pathway in the past has been the most eating and behaving and moving a certain way, that's what it's going to instinctively want to do. And I don't feel good, again, whether it's emotional or physical, I get to lean to a comfort pattern. And comfort doesn't mean good or bad. It just means we've done it a lot. And my neurons don't have to be creative and spark at a high level. That takes up a lot of energy. Question. Who's on your mini group, your small group?
Jackie and Ebony, Dean.
And is that it?
And I apologize. There's somebody else. There's 5 of them.
That's a good amount. So what did Jackie, Ebony, or Dean, how did they coach you to come back onto the interstate?
I never even posted that I wasn't feeling well or anything like that.
Yeah. So do you believe that support could have been supportive to get you back on the interstate?
I needed to find a different way to connect to my support group because they got my work email and I was homesick.
Do we have that solution in place?
You can text me anytime, Tammy. I like texting better than email.
Okay,
anyway.
Is that Jackie?
It's Jackie.
Yeah. Sorry, that's me. Yeah.
Yeah, and I know it was my own fault when I decided to head down Nashville. I felt bad because I got off the plan and I was beating myself up.
And then the way we beat ourselves up is to do what we did before.
Right.
One thing I want to make you aware, number one, thank you for sharing, because that's big. You're not the only one that went through that. There was a lot of people on this program right now that are watching this on Zoom that were in Nashville with you. So my invitation is plan for that. plan for, I'm on the interstate. I'm getting it to Miami within 24 hours. Junk. I'm pulling off the road. Is identifying how do I communicate with my support team, and also letting your support team know up front when I'm off the main path, this kind of coaching is the most supportive for me. Whether it's a text, an email, a phone call, whether it's like, girl, talk about it, or get your shit in gear and let's go. We each respond differently to coaching, motivation, and support. And if we communicate that to each other, that's going to be phenomenal on moments when you're in Nashville and you don't want to be in Nashville. If you want to be there, awesome. Enjoy it. You'll be like Shane, having 1, 2, or 7 drinks because you chose to. The upsetting part is when I'm committed to go one way and, oh, man, I'm here. I don't know why I'm here, but it sucks that I'm here because I'm here. Screw it. Forget about it. So that was powerful. Tammy, what are you hearing me say?
I need to reach out to my support group.
How?
Well, Jackie just offered text.
When will you text her?
I'm sorry?
How often will you text her?
When I need support.
Okay.
And see how she's doing as well.
How will she know you need support if you don't text her? I know, right? That's a tough one. So we have a support team, and I'll text you when I need support, but if I don't text you, how will you know that I need support?
Well, like I said, I should also be texting her, seeing how she's doing and everything.
You can check up on her. How often would you be willing to do that?
If I connect with somebody, I could do it daily.
No shit. Okay, cool. There we go. Jackie, are you okay if she connects with you daily?
Absolutely.
Okay,
That'd be
cool.
great.
You know what? Barrier solution. This is why I love what we do here. Cool. Thank you for sharing, Tammy. That's cool. Jackie, you're up.
So I noticed that last Sunday I was flying high. I did great. I could answer all your questions. I could give you honest feedback. I had great success the first week. And then I don't know why I do it. So you can help me figure it out. But I do. It's like when I hear that acknowledgement or I see that, whether it's from other people, as soon as I talk about that I had that success, then I self-sabotage. I don't know. It's dumb, but I do it.
So your barrier is receiving acknowledgement, is what I'm hearing you say.
I hate to admit that because I do feel like you have taught me how to say thank you really well, and I feel like I do that, but I don't know. It seems like I need something.
I've done good for a week and I deserve a treat, or is it that kind of thought?
No, I think it's more I don't deserve success, so I'm gonna stop it.
Or you're scared of what happens if you obtain it?
Yeah, because it's just
because if you get there, what does that mean?
I don't know, because I haven't gotten there yet.
Well, you're making sure you're not going to, right?
So what I'm hearing is it's not the destination as much as it is the acknowledgement or praise.
Yeah, I don't like hearing praise that I don't feel like I deserve because I'm not done yet. So that's...
Got it. So not worthy of.
But I know I'm worthy. We've been through this Bible study. We're worthy.
You are. You're wonderfully and beautifully made and perfect in his image. So stop telling yourself that.
So Jackie, the question to you is, how can you live it and step in it and show it versus saying it. So it's one thing to have the word come out. And here's what's beautiful right now. You can see that she's itching inside her own skin right now. There's so much fidgeting going on. And I love the conflict, because there's an inner conflict that's stronger on you're not worthy, because there's a voice that's coming someplace that she heard, whether it was made up or you physically heard it sometime in your life, versus what you're speaking now. And the one that's winning is the one that's fed. As they say, which wolf wins? It's the one that's being fed. So you get to identify how you can show up and be in worthiness, because the truth is you get to receive that. You get to, all of us in here can openly say, girl, you're worthy of it. But until you receive it in your heart and you step it and live it, that's that breakthrough. So my invitation to you is identify, is it a specific number of days where that barrier is coming in, or is it a level of praise? Because there's going to be that comfort zone. A little pat on the back, I know I'm doing good, I'm fine. But then there's a certain way of praise that demonic voice comes in saying you're not worthy of, because that means braggart, or that means showmanship or showboat. Whatever definition is attached to that, that little demon is speaking inside your head, and you're like, you're right. Let me be humble. There's another spiritual conversation that we'll go outside of this Zoom call. In short, here's a snapshot picture, and we all get to live it. And you work in the spiritual world, so you've got a true calling to impact lives and souls at a certain level. And demonic influence wants to keep you from that. And if my physical body is not at the highest, my mental and spiritual message will not be at the highest. So it's not saying that we are not resonating and impacting lives, but it's saying that our physical body has limitations, and that limitation maximizes how we impact other souls. So you're there, you're in the middle of that war, so you're going to be attacked all the time. So we get to identify what's the barrier and to take that much past the barrier. So we created a new foundation. I don't have the answer to that, Jackie. We can collectively figure it out. But that's my invitation to you is to look back and what's the pattern? How to identify that? Cool. Thank you for sharing. That's a good one, because you've identified that pattern over and over and over again. And just to say you're a freaking liar. I mean, when you're hearing that voice, it's a liar, because you know you're worthy, you know you're a daughter of God, and you know you're here for a higher calling.
Thank you.
There was one thing that Jackie said that kind of touched with me that I've kind of gotten over. She said something about accepting the praise, but she wasn't finished yet. And I think, because I need to lose just a little bit over 100 pounds to hit my ultimate goal, that I used to think about kind of the all or nothing mentality, and that I didn't deserve anything till I got that 100 pounds off.
Got it. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to paint a new picture for you guys. New definition, because all it is, this is definitions that we're giving ourselves. Tammy, you lived in Columbus, so you got to play along with me here.
Okay.
Let's see. What's something somebody can do in Columbus any time of the year? Jackie or Tammy, give me something. It's entertaining or fun or whatever. So we're going to maybe go 3 minutes on this one. So if you're on Zoom, sit back and take notes. Anything. Any time of the year.
Oh, well, see, because I love the football, I was thinking tailgating.
Okay, tailgating. Awesome. Boom. I love it. Okay, how about in Cincinnati? Jackie, you can play along with this one too.
The Reds.
Got an idea. What's that, Deb?
The Reds.
The Reds. So another form of tailgating. Nashville. What can I do in Nashville?
Tennessee time.
What is it?
He said the Titans.
All right.
Just go out with friends, or just hang out with, go out to dinner. Go out,
Music in Nashville.
And then you got Mammoth Cave a little bit past that. You got Rose's Cave, Atlanta. You've got Falcons. We're going to keep going football. So in each destination, there's a memory that can be created, and you get to celebrate each destination. So the only person that knows that you're going to Miami Beach is you. But here's the reality. When I post on my Facebook what I did this weekend, people are like, oh, cool. That's awesome. They're not saying, dude, you suck because you're not on Miami Beach. What are you doing? What are you doing in the dunes of Lake Michigan? Nobody's saying that except for me in my own head. That's the stories that we create. So in every aspect of your journey, you're worthy to celebrate every aspect of your journey. And when people look at your Facebook and they're like, oh, man, congratulations. I wish I was there with you. That's awesome. You know what you say? What's that, Jackie?
Thank you.
Thank you. You receive it and enjoy every moment for each one that you've got there. It's not saying that you're never going to make it to Miami Beach, but it's saying that every journey towards Miami Beach is amazing. And it's Instagram worthy or Facebook worthy, or I just dropped a glass worthy. Cool. Okay, in laser fashion, what worked for us? Amy, you're up. What worked for you this past couple of days?
The weather and getting all of my water, and we found a new walking path near our house that we've just been exploring with the kids and riding our bikes because it wasn't too hot or raining, which was fantastic. So we got a lot more exercise, and sticking to the plan has worked for me the last few days.
Awesome. So what I'm hearing you say is what worked for you is being creative in a way to be active.
Yeah.
Awesome. Deb and Shane, what worked?
Just I followed the plan all weekend, and so nothing too spectacular around here. Sorry.
You follow the plan because most of us didn't follow the plan. So what prompted inside of you that you stepped into a way of being to where you're like, I'm committed. I'm integrity because I am my word and I'm committed to this.
Because that's me.
She's hardcore.
I committed to 28 days. I'm given 28 days.
So what worked for you is integrity, is what I'm hearing you say. Cool.
And I'm hardcore.
And you like identifying as hardcore. That's good.
Oh, yeah.
Tammy, what worked for you?
I took over the mowing duties in the household to get some exercise outside, enjoy the weather. My grandson and I have started walking every night before bath time in the neighborhood. It's only a couple of blocks down and a couple of blocks back, but it's special time for us, and it's a little bit of activity for me.
I love what you're saying there. And what I heard you say is that you're rooting an emotional, something that's emotional, positively emotional to you into a ritual, creating a ritual. So now it's not just walking, but it's connection and love with your grandson.
Yes.
So you're creating a story behind being active. That's awesome. And that in turn allows it to be a ritual. Cool. Jackie, what did you identify that works for you or worked for you?
Yeah, I mean, same thing. Being out, went to Sharon Woods, went for a walk, visited with a friend, just that connection. Mowing, I got to mow my three and a half hours yesterday, so that was great. So.
Awesome. And I like how you use the.
And today, my neighbor has been not able to walk the last couple of weeks, and she had an injury and she was able to walk today. So that connection is so huge for me.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. So what I'm hearing there again is being able to tie connection with movement. So beautiful. Okay, the last phase is where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna mute you, Jackie. Muting everybody here. All right, so week 3, there is no structured meal plan, as far as no custom one that I've created. The ones that I've created are gut centric, and this is Jackie's talking. You're gonna have to unmute it. I love that. So go ahead, ask what you asked. She's not gonna do. You're muted. Can't hear you, Jackie. Sorry. No structure.
I just said that's crazy. That's never been done. It's crazy.
Crazy talk. We've gone from a gut-centric program. This is where we've seen so many inches lost in a short amount of time to I'm letting you guys drive. You're on your own. High five. I believe in you. So the reason for this is so you guys can fall on your face, learn from it, grow from it, ask questions so we all collectively can learn and grow from it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remind everybody, how do we get into that with the .fit program? So I get to share screen. Doo-doo. Nope, not that. Where am I? Right here. Okay, so I go into, here's my program. So here's my chart. Am I staying on plan? Am I above plan? Am I below plan? Not good, not bad. It's just indifferent. It's feedback. So I'm going to go to food. I'm going to go to menus. And under menus, I have 8 options because my goal and objective is to stay within a certain amount of calories. I can tell you that the 40, 30, 30 typically changes the most, but we're only doing it 7 days, so you can do any one that you want. So I'm going to go in here. And the first meal, I got bagel, omelet, milk, and butter spread. So if I like this, I click it under favorites, and I save the entire meal. Boom, awesome, done. Done. Did it do it? I don't know, let's find out. Okay, I didn't see it done there. Esteban, I don't want to eat bread because you said don't eat bread. Got it. Here's where you guys get to unmute if you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to customize this. I'm going to call it Esteban's Week 3 menu. Okay, got it. So I don't want to do this bagel for 300 calories. I'm going to delete it. And I'm going to add 300 calories in there. What can I eat for 300 calories, roughly? What else would I eat? Forget 300 calories. What else would I eat for breakfast?
Bacon.
Bacon. Okay. I love that. So, bacon. Bacon broiler pan fried. Cool. How many calories? 46 calories each. Okay, so how many can I eat to equal 300?
7.
7 pieces. I don't even get close to that.
I'm going to do 7 pieces. That's my breakfast. Okay. So here I am with my bacon, around 322 calories. I'm going to scroll to the bottom. My total calories is 2,070. So let's go back and see what this looks. No, let me cancel that. I go back over here where this little hamburger is, and I can look. So I'm going to scroll to the bottom, and I can see total calories right around 2,000. That's close to my goal. And protein, carbs, and fats, I'm close to the 30, 30, 30 mark. Do you guys see where we did that? So I'm 30, 30, 30. And
is that where you want your macros, is in that 30, 30, 30?
And so that is because, let me get back to the menus. 40, 30, 30 is ideal for this menu that I pulled up.
Okay.
I would highly, highly recommend that because you feel fuller when you have higher protein and higher fat.
Okay. So protein would be in the 40, and then the other 2 categories would be in the 30.
Carbohydrates are in the 40. But if you go up or down 5 points, you're still going to be okay. You know, and like the ketogenic, it's much higher in the fat. So again, if you go slightly up or down, you'll still be fine. So if I go to athletic performance, watch what it is here. I go down to the bottom, and I'm at 55% carbohydrates, 26% protein, 20% fat. So all of these are approved by the Board of Dietetics. So the question is, if I am physically moving a lot, I'm doing my Orange Theory, I'm at any time, I'm moving a lot, I'm training with Esteban, your body may require a higher amount of carbohydrates. If you want to feel full, I would recommend sticking to that 40-30-30. So what I wanted to do with this demo, especially because I'm recording it, is how do I go into one of these menu templates? I'll put it up here. How do I go into one of these menu templates, and how do I manipulate it? So the manipulation for the first phase is calories. And I'm going to go back on here. Actually, hold on. Let me go. Bear with. I'm going to go to Esteban's week 3 menu. And I hit the little pencil. I want to edit this. Oh, shoot. My bad. I'm editing it. It's already there. Duh. So let's go down to lunch. What would we change from lunch? I got chicken soup, tomatoes, mayonnaise, wheat bread, turkey breast, romaine lettuce, and mustard. What would I change from here?
Bread.
Bread. Okay, so I've got 130 calories. We take it out. What would I eat instead of bread? What would I want more of, or what would I want in place of?
You could do some fresh fruit to kind of keep your carbs even.
Got it. Okay, so let's go fruits. Type in fruits. Looking here, trying to find some sort of fruit. So fruit mix. Here we go, fruit mix. Oh, no, that's ice cream. Love it. Nut and fruit. Fruit and nuts. So actually, I like that. Do we not have any type of fruits? How about melons? Let's go. What kind of fruit do you want? Let's get specific on that, Tammy.
Pineapple.
Pineapple. Okay. Pineapple. Actually, ironically enough, that was my breakfast today. So we're looking at, oh, you know what? I didn't see how many calories that is. My bad. I'm going to go back. So, and that's what we get to figure out, pineapple. Pineapple, we're looking at 28 calories for one of these slices. Okay, so how much could I have? How many of those little slices could I have? Somebody else. So we're looking at 150. So we're looking at 5 of these, up to 5 of those. Boom, done. And we look here, my calories are pretty close to where they were before. Let me look at my macros to make sure I'm not too off. 33, 31, 35. So I'm relatively close. What questions do we have for this? Again, you guys, this is your template this week. You get to pick and choose. You get to go off of the format and manipulate it. And if you're not going to do a bar, this is where we do the lean meal replacement shake. Delete the bar and add the shake in its spot. And the great part to it, though, is you are being forced to create your own menu that you can use after these 4 weeks. You're welcome.
So we can have as many menus as we want. So like I should have done that from the beginning. I should have had like day 1, 2, and 3 out there, the menu. So, because I spent so much time with it, it was just so frustrating. And then I wasn't even accurate because it was just, I was done. I was like,
but now we're able to stick to the calories and the macros, Jackie, and you're able to manipulate it based on however you want to create it.
no, I'm saying we get your menu, the trainer thing. I mean, that should be the first thing you say. And I know you showed us how to log our food, but it did not. Like I don't know. It's still
Yes,
frustrating.
my body language, this is a happy coach saying, she got it. And
No, I'm saying that I don't think you, like you should say at the beginning when you're telling your new people in your next plan that you can create as many of these menus as you want, because you're eating the same thing for 3 days in a row. So you might as well create the menu and then you're done.
You guys taking notes? Take notes. Last thing I want to show is activity. So I go into the activity, the workouts. So with the workouts, we currently have, I can do one of Esteban's Zooms. We've got Lori that's donating her classes during this entire program. And we've got the PDF. So the PDF, it's already in your calendar. I've already put it in there. Each week I'm putting a new one in your program. And that's these dumbbells. So within this dumbbell, I click on here and I'm like, well, what's my, okay, these are my stretches. I got no clue what the heck this stretch is. So let me click on here. And I have this video. Oh, this dude is moving his hip over and pulling it. Cool. What's this work on? Oh, right here, piriformis. So the other example,
Those are neat.
I'm going to go back to the calendar. And what's this on Tuesday? What's my workout tomorrow? I click on here. And, oh, okay, so we've got an upper body workout. I've got no clue how to do this. What the heck is this guy doing? So I click on the picture, and there's a cool little video of a guy with awesome guns right there. Doo-doo, doo-doo. So these programs are already there for you. You can do it at home or you can do it at the gym. You can follow the Zoom link, which I've got Tuesday, Thursday, 7 a.m. 10 a.m. is no longer available. Or you've got Lori, who's a professional fitness trainer as well. So we've got her classes. Questions on the workouts, the movement? No, cool. So it's under activity, workouts.
I have a question on the, I see people posting all their calorie burns and all that stuff. I mean, is that just from their fitness tracker, or how are they doing that?
Yeah, it's a fitness tracker, and you can also manually put it in. The fitness tracker is going to be the most accurate, because anytime I manually put it in, it's a guesstimate. So that's going to be under my son.
So at the end of the day, I look at yeah, I don't know.
Yep. So if you're not synced, the synced is under program, apps and devices, and you sync it here. So this is a fake account that I've created. My real one has my Fitbit linked into it, and I'm able to see how many calories. And if not, let's say it's not synced in, I can hit this, and right now I'm at 2,500 calories. So at the end of the night when I go to bed, or I'll look on my phone the following morning and I can add it in for the previous day. So all I do is I come into the calendar up top here. I go back to May 31. Let me add my activity log. Hold on, let me go for log activity right here. And done. So this software has the ability to do all of that. All at once. Love it. Cool. That's all I got. Super easy. So we got our next call on Thursday. Then we'll have a call again on Monday. And for the following 2 weeks, it'll just be Monday. So it'll force us to communicate with the teams. That was one of my takeaways, is hearing that really lean on your small team. Support each other. Support each other, support each other, support each other. Because we're 2 weeks in. And practically all of us fell off the wagon, came off the interstate at some point during only 14 days. So it's not, hey, Esteban, design a meal program. Already did that. Hey, Esteban, design a fitness program. Already did that. It's the mindset portion that's the large gap. And one of the key things that's huge with mindset is actually building a support team and really, truly leaning on each other. You celebrate together and you lean on each other for when you're going to fall on your face, because we always fall on our face. That's all I got.
Thank you.
All right,
So no Zoom meeting Thursday then?
This Thursday, yes. The following Thursday, no.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you, guys. See ya.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.